Government shutdown continues into its third day, but there's optimism on Capitol Hill that it won't reach a fourth. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell laid out a plan last night to restore government funding for 3 weeks and says there will be a vote on the measure at noon today. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have suggested a deal was close in exchange for a pledge to work on immigration legislation. The House, meantime, cleared the way for a quick vote on its part if the spending bill passes through the Senate. Republican Senator Jeff Flake was part of a 22-person bipartisan contingent working behind the scenes yesterday on a deal.
With my vote, there are obviously more votes needed, but if I had to guess, I do. I think that some of the Democrats who voted no will vote yes.
While the shutdown continues, essential government workers, including uniformed service members, will still report for duty, but their paychecks could be delayed.
WCCO Chief Political Reporter Pat Kessler joins us now. Pat, a lot of balls in the air here. What is holding this thing up?
Well, right now it is immigration, DACA, the Dreamers. That's what's holding everything up. But even more than that, on a global scale, nobody trusts each other anymore. Democrats don't trust Republicans. Republicans don't trust Democrats. And I think people from both parties don't trust that the president is going to make a deal. Everybody is saying that there was a deal, the outlines of a deal anyway, and then the president backed off. And we are now seeing frustration from Republicans and Democrats alike. The Senator McConnell is preparing to take a vote at noon today, Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Central Time, to see if they can end this and include some sort of immigration promises in the spending bill to keep the government running.
And Pat, President Donald Trump stayed in Washington this week, and instead of going to Florida for a fundraiser, and he had a couple of new tweets this morning. We want to show them to you. The Democrats are turning down services and security for citizens in favor of services and security for non-citizens. Not good. And we have one more. Democrats have shut down our government in the interest of their far left base. They don't want to do it, calling it powerless.
So, Pat, he's trying to blame the Democrats for this.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the words of Speaker Ryan, Republican Speaker Ryan, this is probably not helpful. There's an old saying in politics, you can't call someone ugly and stupid and then expect them to go to the prom with you. That's just not how this works. So the president is pushing very hard, very aggressively to separate DACA and immigration and border security, very, very important, from all of this, just to keep the government running. We should point out that there's something in this spending bill for Democrats they've wanted for a long time, and that is extending the Children's Health Insurance Program. It would extend it for 6 years. Democrats want 10. So all of these bills have something in them that both sides want. And I think this is why people are frustrated with politicians, with Washington, with government, because they both want this stuff, but they can't get it done.
Pat, you had a busy weekend, I know, of course, following the government shutdown, and you were also in New York City cheering on the Gopher basketball team, which didn't go very well. And then the Vikings.
No, did not.
And then the Vikings, Pat. How are you doing?
How are you, Pat?
Are you okay?
Well, thank you for checking on me emotionally. Well, like every other Minnesotan, working through it slowly.
Okay.
Slowly.
You can get there, buddy.
It was great last week, wasn't it, when we won that big game?
It was so fun.
That's what it is.
We'll
That's
just hold
the
on to
season
that
right there.
For a little bit longer.
All right, thank you, Pat.
Right.
We'll see you back at 5
bet.
and 6.